Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Jose Hernandez and this is Mastering Conversational Chemistry. And today the topic we're going to talk about is one that we all hate, and I think it's something we could all agree on, and that is the idea of rejection. So if you're somebody who's watching this video and you're thinking about going into either sales or running your own business, I need you to understand that rejection is a major part of our everyday conversations. You will hear more no's than yeses every single time. Sure, we're gonna have our hot streaks, we're gonna be feeling like we're on top of the world, and we're gonna go on times where we get 3 out of 5 yeses. That is great, but it doesn't always happen that way. So something I wanna help you with when it comes to rejection is something to where you could actually learn to flip the rejection onto the customer and actually turn more no's into yeses with the possibility of more sales. Now, I'm not telling you you're going to sell to everybody. You know, you hear some people that sound very cocky and you think they're the best salesman. If somebody is not interested, you are not going to sell to them. So get that out of your head. You have to learn to catch the ones that are either a hard no or the ones that are a possibility and you could actually flip into a possible sale. So when it comes to rejection, I need you to anticipate it. Take your product, take your service, and write down every single reason somebody might tell you no, and start coming up with your counter offers to that. Now, you have to understand that when you are communicating with people and you're giving a sales pitch or you're offering a product or service and they tell you no, they are already anticipating your rebuttal. So you have to try to flip that on them and you have to try to see if you can change their mindset before you actually give your spin. So if somebody's sitting there and they're telling you no because of a price, agree with them. All right, they're expecting you to come back with a stronger sales pitch, be like, oh no, this is why the price is, no, agree with them and say, I agree with you, I understand that the price is high. And then explain to them what they're getting with it, with the higher price. You know, having my own landscaping business and communicating with people, I get told all the time, you're too high, Jose. You have to get to the point where you're so confident in your rebuttal that people just don't even know what to say next because you've anticipated the rejection to the point where you knew that they were going to tell you no because of the price and you already had something to say. So what I tell my customers, and I'll look them dead in the face and I'll say, listen, I understand that the price is higher than what you were expecting. I don't tend to be the highest, but I'll never be the lowest because I believe in my service or my product. All right, so you have to have your confidence in what you're providing. All right. The second thing, I look at them and I tell them and I say, I'm not going to lower my expectation of an income because you're willing to lower your expectation of a service. Let me tell you, that has blown so many customers away. I've actually had customers call me back and say, Jose, because of you saying that alone, I wanted to go with you because I realized that you believed in your product or service enough that I know what to expect with my quality of work. That is what it comes down to. Anticipate the rejection on price and you can get them more times than not. If you've gotten to the point where you're discussing price, you're already talking with somebody that is a potential buyer. Right? You would have gone a hard no long before you even get to a price discussion. So keep that in mind. Right? If another anticipating the rejection is, oh, I don't have time for it right now. Something I'm looking for, but I don't have time for it. Then try to find out if they're saying they don't have time for it now, that means they're anticipating something in the future. Now that's your angle. Right? So when in the future are you looking to possibly need the service or product? Or when were you considering that would be the right time for you? Now you've opened up the dialogue for them with an open-ended question. Now they have to say, they don't have to, but they might turn around and say, well, I was looking for something for 6 months down the road. Now you're opening up that pipeline and setting up for something down the road, right? So when it comes to rejection, you don't want to just take the first no. You want to take the no and figure out why is it a no, right? Anticipate the rejection as to why they might tell you they're not interested for a price, they're not interested because of time, it's not something they need, and see if you could open up the question to open-ended discussion with the customer to where they're talking more because they might give you the clues as to when they might be ready, what price they're looking for if you're adjustable in your product or service as far as the price, and how to close the deal. All right, guys, so anticipate the rejection and realize why would they tell you no, and then have all of your answers to those ready. But agreeing with the customer is huge because if you go straight into another sales pitch, they're waiting for it. But when you agree with them, they've now been thrown off a little bit. All right, they were expecting you to come back a little bit stronger, but if you slow it down and dial it down a notch, it might catch them off guard and they might realize, all right, this guy isn't salesy on me. All right, you never want to be that pushy salesperson because if you do get a sale out of it, it might not necessarily lead to follow-up work, more sales, or referrals. And that is the ultimate goal when it comes to running your business, is you want the repeat business and referrals to other people for more business. All right, guys, so anticipate the rejection from your customers so that you're ready to respond to them in a way that you change their mindset. Right? That's the whole goal, is change their mindset from that no or leaning to a no to the possibility to that a yes. All right, guys, that's been your tip for today as far as mastering conversational chemistry, is anticipate the rejection in your conversations that you're going to be having between your sales and running your business, and move on from there. All right, guys, comment on the video. Let me know what you think. If you've dealt with rejection lately that maybe you could have anticipated or followed through with a little bit differently, and I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, see you in the next video. Thank you and have a good one.